Dave, put that down, man. It's not food. Put the screwdriver down. You got fed yesterday. I don't get it. Welcome back to Long Way Home, everyone. The place where getting your motorcycle news is easier than spotting a Harley marking its territory with oil, but not by much. The big boy adventure bike from KTM, the 1290 Super Adventure, has been spotted a couple of times until now, and it seems this whole lockdown period hasn't done it any favors because in its latest iteration, it looks a lot fatter. We can see that from this recent image where a man in sneakers and no gloves is riding the big KTM. I mean, look at all of that girth in the front. I like it. It looks better than before. Stick around while we see what the Austrians have been up to lately. Photos were taken of two models of the 1290 Super Adventure, a road-biased one with cast wheels and an off-road ready one with spoked wheels. There have been quite a few changes from the last time we saw the big KTM. Since the fuel tank now no longer sits on top of the bike but has been moved in pods lower down, just like the 790 Adventure, a lot of bodywork has changed in order to accommodate this, making the bike look a lot wider. Kinda like a boxer engine, some would say. Two larger split radiators can also be seen under the 1290's skirt, and one of the positive points of having a wider bike at the front is that wind protection should be a lot better on the 2021 model than the previous ones. If in the last photos a couple of months ago the massive muffler on the back didn't quite look production ready, we still clung on to some hope that it wouldn't make it into the final version of the bike, but by the looks of it, it's now clean, polished and badged. So here we go, people, a behemoth of a muffler for you to carry around. I'm sure the upside of that is that it'll sound amazing, like a bear in heat. Sticking to the back of the bike, we can see that the swing arm has also gotten fatter from the last version. The subframe is a new cast aluminium one, strong and light. But unfortunately for KTM's flagship adventure bike, there is no shaft drive in sight, meaning that cleaning chains will be on your to-do list permanently. Moving to the front of the bike, the new KTM, or shall we say Bosch radar adaptive cruise control, is sitting nicely tucked in between the headlights. Now, Bosch highly believes in this technology and states that 1 in 7 motorcycle accidents could be prevented using radar-based assistance systems. This is more than just adaptive cruise control. There is a forward collision warning system which, if it detects that another vehicle is dangerously close and the rider does not react to the situation, like when you're riding on the highway, bored out of your mind and just admiring the scenery left and right, the system will warn you both acoustically and optically. And lastly, there is also blind spot detection, which keeps a lookout in all directions to help you change lanes safely. These are all the functions that Bosch has to offer, but we don't know yet if KTM has decided to implement them more. More than likely, they will be optional on the 1290 Super Adventure, their flagship bike. You know, the one where you have to clean the chain all the time. As far as when KTM will release the bike, either October this year or very early next year are both good guesses. Both of these dates, however, being not very useful for those living in the northern hemisphere since it's gonna be winter there. All in all, the changes for the 2021 KTM 1290 Super Adventure, long name, seem to be quite good. A lower center of gravity that always helps when going off-road, much better wind protection for those long highway rides, and apart from all the radar stuff, I'm sure there will be other electronic upgrades as well. So, are big adventure bikes, such as the 1290 Super Adventure, still winning over hearts and souls, or is everything moving over to the lighter and cheaper mid-weight segment? Let us know in the comments below and also tell us what you think of the new styling on the 1290. Well, that's the show for today, everyone. If you've enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up, and if you think you've learned something new, consider subscribing or becoming a patron to help us make more of these shows. Cheers, and I'll see you on the next one.